heartbreaking picture shows a terrified woman sitting in the remains of her home after it was hit by a Russian missile. Her parents are reportedly still under the rubble of the tower block in Ukraine that was blitzed by Vladimir Putin's forces, killing at least 12. Survivors were desperately signaling to rescue workers from the top floors of the burning 9-story building in the city of Dnipro using the flashlights on their phones. But the woman appears to be paralyzed by the shock of what has happened with her hand over her mouth in her 5th-floor flat. According to Ukrainian government advisor Anton Gerashenko, the woman is 23 years old and in September, she lost her love at war. She was later seen being led to safety down a ladder by rescuers. Among the dead are a 15-year-old girl and at least 64 are injured with the youngest aged just 3, reports Ukrainska Pravda. Ukraine's defense ministry said the Russians used a massive Kh-22 missile designed to sink aircraft carriers in the attack. Images showed a scene of total devastation with most of the block flattened by the rocket and huge flames pouring out of the building. After dark, smoke continued to fill the air as rescuers went about the grim task of sifting through the rubble to pull out bodies. Dozens of people were seen desperately trying to roll over a burned-out car to pull out survivors trapped underneath. A woman was reportedly heard screaming, "Why did you come here to kill us? What are you doing to our relatives, our children? You are damned for the rest of your life." The latest wave of deadly Russia missile strikes came as the country celebrated the Old New Year, a popular holiday in Ukraine. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky described the attack as an act of terror, and said the world must stop evil. He added, "Debris clearance in Dnipro continues. All services are working. We're fighting for every person, every life. We'll find everyone involved in terror. Everyone will bear responsibility. Utmost." Ukraine's PM Denis Shmyhal said Russia blasted a number of cities on Saturday, causing blackouts in multiple regions. Explosions were reported in at least 10 regions, including Kyiv, Kharkiv and Lviv. Russia has repeatedly attacked Ukraine's critical infrastructure with missiles and drones, killing hundreds. Officials in Odessa said the missiles were launched from air and sea. Earlier on Saturday, Ukraine said 5 Russian missile carriers were detected in the Black Sea. It comes after Russia claimed its first battlefield victory on Thursday after months of slaughter and retreats in Ukraine. Troops seized control of the tiny town of Soledar after waves of cannon fodder convict mercenaries overwhelmed Ukraine's defenders. The shadowy Wagner mercenary group said it spearheaded the assault after failing to capture nearby Bakhmut in eastern Donbass. Horrific footage appeared to show Russian mercenaries storming trenches and opening fire at close range. Moscow claimed it completed the liberation late on Thursday, hours after its Ukraine commander was demoted on Putin's orders. General Sergei Surovikin, known as General Armageddon, was replaced as campaign commander by boss of Russia's armed forces General Valery Gerasimov. Analysts said Soledar's fall could threaten supply lines to Bakhmut, where Zelensky said every inch was drenched in blood. Ukraine's Deputy Defense Minister Ghana Maliar said, "This is a difficult phase of the war." Meanwhile, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak promised to provide tanks and artillery systems to Ukraine amid a fresh barrage of missile attacks from Russia. Sunak pledged to provide Challenger 2 tanks and artillery systems after speaking to Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on Saturday. Zelensky thanked Sunak for the decisions that will not only strengthen us on the battlefield, but also send the right signal to other partners.